So there are some things in jiu-jitsu that technical instruction make a massive improvement in your game. So if you've been doing arm bars and you haven't been holding the guy's thumb, like that's gonna make a big improvement. If you haven't been curling your heels to your butt, like those things can make massive improvements. But before we need those kind of improvements, we first need to get there, right? So like I could do a Ferrari advanced driver's course, but unless I'm behind the wheel of a Ferrari, there's probably not a point doing it. That's gonna be the hard work. And so that's what we're gonna do tonight with an armbar. So we've all seen arm bars before. Basically, you're gonna take a guy's arm, stretch it till it doesn't stretch, and then we're gonna keep going, and they have to tap to stop their arm breaking. We can do this from a number of positions, but the one that kind of is the hardest because we fight the gravity the most is from the guard, okay? But it's also the time where we get kind of free rein to rapid fire these in rolling, so we get to do heaps of reps. So if someone said to me, liken tonight's technique to another sport, I would say it's like shooting hoops for basketball. There's a lot to do with basketball, like dribbling, passing, and everything else. I don't know, I don't play it. But there just comes a point where you have to do that thousands of times to get it in all the time. This is like that, and we're gonna do the armbar from the guard. Okay? So more or less, when I have Guy here, and he's in between my legs, okay? There's a number of things that I can do to him, okay? So I can do triangles and things like this to put him to sleep, but more or less, if he didn't have his arms, right? So if he had no arms now, so if he just hit them there, I'm gonna choke that guy, right? However I see fit, I'm gonna choke him. So he's gonna have to use his arms, okay? But he's also gonna be using his arms to try to get past my legs. Okay, and that is a real problem for me. If he gets past my legs, that's it. Like my life just got a lot harder. So what we're gonna do for tonight's class is you guys are gonna practice armbarring from side to side. So this guy here on top in my guard is gonna have his hands just on my chest here. This is purely for demonstration purpose and ease. Don't do this, guys. You'll get armbarred, clearly. So what you guys are going to practice doing is going for your arm bars. So you can hold on to the backs of his elbows like this, but if you're in the gi, you can grip the gi, okay? Or just hold, that's fine. Here. You are going to turn your head 90 degrees. So if you've got good core strength, no problem, we turn 90 degrees. However, if you don't, you're going to have to use several tools to turn your spine 90 degrees to your partner. And they are the following. 1, foot in the hip. Push your head around. 2, I kick my leg as hard as I can that way. And the momentum of my leg moves my body 90 degrees. Okay? So I can either push 90 degrees, or I can swing, or I can just use my abs. Like that, okay? Try to do all three. So once I have gotten to 90 degrees on my partner, okay? So I'm holding him here, I get to 90 degrees. I now want to cut him down on the back, like this, and that controls his posture. And now, the other leg comes over his head. My knees are squeezing, and my heels are clamping to my butt, like this. Now, to finish, I would grab his hand, make sure he's giving me a nice thumbs up, and then I would just take my heels to my butt. It'll eventually lift my butt off the ground. He has to tap. If he's not in the mood of tapping, or we're in a fight or something, that's fine. I'll go all the way up to here. But if your hand's still on my chest, that's a compound fracture right there. So I'm gonna get him here. So after I've tapped him once on this side, okay, I might do it on this side, and I might tap him once, and now no more taps. Because this is what I want you guys doing. This side, this side, this side. Notice how my back is always flat. Don't go like this. I'm on my side, or maybe on this side, on this. Be flat on your back. Cut, head, rotate, cut, head, rotate, cut, head. Here's a clue. The first one is the hard one. Getting to here, that's hard. But then after that, Just use your momentum and here. And then you go for arm bars, okay? Because the armbar from the guard is still one of my favorite maneuvers. It's still one of the highest percentage attacks in high-level competition. And you know what? And for some of you guys who roll with me, especially leading up to competitions like I have now, you'll know that if you roll me off mount or get me off the back, almost certainly you're gonna get armbar from the guard. So it's one of those great things like a sidearm, like if you're an army guy or something, you'd hope to never use your handgun or something, but if you did need to use it, you'd be bloody thankful that you had it, because it's probably gonna save your life. And this armbar is a little bit like that. You know, for you high level guys, you might be on mount or the back, but if they roll you off, this attack almost certainly is there. And you should almost get them every time. Okay, so this is an armbar from the guard, guys, revisiting the main points. Turn 90 degrees, hit your back flat on the ground, and then 2 legs, one on his back, one on his head. We got it? Let's do it, guys, let's go! Thanks for watching the video, guys. For more videos, click here. To subscribe to this channel to get all of our awesome videos, click here. And if you'd like to have our hour-long series for free on footlocks and how to defend footlocks and leg attacks of all kinds, please click here. I'm Coach Tom, guys. I'll see you next time.